Kevin Durant now is officially a member of the Houston Rockets, making this his 5th NBA team, and this will 9 times out of 10 be his final chapter in the NBA until he retires. And in this video, I'm going to discuss why I believe that this is the perfect trade for Kevin Durant. So if y'all don't know, Kevin Durant literally, not even just an hour ago, was pretty much traded to the Houston Rockets in exchange for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the number 10 overall pick, and 5 future second-round picks. And he will say, yes, Kevin Durant, while he is older and he's probably not the same player he was then, he's still a very productive NBA player, even at being 36 years old. And I believe that he's going to definitely help out this Houston Rockets team, really helping them become one of the best teams in the Western Conference. In this video today, I'm going to explain why this is one of the best trades for Kevin Durant. Basically, in this trade, as we all know, on the surface, it's a big price to pay, especially for a guy who's 36-year-old, but he's still a star. But context really has everything. And while Green has been somewhat electric and improved for the Rockets this season, he still struggled with consistency and inefficiency play. Brooks, while he has been a pretty elite defensive player, he is really a cap-heavy redundancy in this Houston Rings rotation. And second rounders, really, when you look at it, is really of a low risk when it comes to those players potentially being elite players. And Kevin Durant is older. He's 36 years old, soon to be 37. I mean, it's a lot trading for a guy like that to trade your future away. But for the Rockets, they are in one of the best situations to really win now. So you have to, as a team like that, be aggressive and go out and make moves that are going to make your team better, and especially to win now. Kevin Durant, he still, for his age, averaged 26 points, 6 rebounds, and nearly 5 assists per game in the 2024-25 NBA season. He shot 52% from the field and 40% from 3. Elite by any standard. More importantly, Kevin Durant's game isn't built on athleticism, as we all know. It's put on skill and IQ. He can still dominate in isolation, stretch the floor, anchor the offense in crunch time. With Ime Udoka's defensive system already in place, Durant pretty much adds, as that guy who can be that focal point, that alpha on offense for the Houston Rockets, especially in crunch time where they need that efficient elite score. To really keep it real, one of the main reasons Kevin Durant fit in Phoenix didn't really work was simply due to the fact that the Phoenix Suns did not have the assets to piece around Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, because all 3 of those guys were basically taking up most of the team's salary. The thing is, when it comes to Jalen Green, he was one of the face of the Houston Rockets during this rebuild. But after just a few seasons, that flash was really gone because, as I said earlier, he really hasn't been consistent. He's shot the ball pretty low as it comes to efficiency, and he's not really a notable defender on this Rockets team. The Rockets already have Amen Thompson, Cam Whitmore, Fred VanVleet in the backcourt. Letting go of Green clears jam and allows Houston to build around players who complement more of Kevin Durant's style. And I believe that Fred VanVleet is really a great piece to have around Kevin Durant. He adds another piece of veteran experience that this Rockets team needs. Basically, the Rockets are betting that, instead of waiting for Jalen Green to become that star player, they just went out and acquired one. Can help them win now and elevate the players around him. When it came to Dillon Brooks, he really was there, for a short period of time, but his contract, his streaky shooting, limited playmaking often really clogged spacing and slowed down the offense for the Houston Rockets. Moving Brooks for a more dynamic scoring wing gives Kevin Durant more freedom, really, on both ends of the basketball court. Really, for that number 10 overall pick, this is a really strong NBA draft class, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Suns get a player who's really good with that pick. At the same time, you are going into a situation where you are ready to win now. So I feel like for the Rockets, this really wasn't a bad move. And let's not forget, when it comes to Kevin Durant, when it comes to you looking at some of his more advanced metrics, they speak volumes. He's shooting 1.14% per isolation possession, 67% true shooting percentage, top 5 in catch and shoot efficiency, and still a top 20 in defensive field goal percentage allowed among forwards. That to Jalen Green's numbers in 2025, under 40% from the field, a sub 33% from three, and a negative net rating. Kevin Durant doesn't just bring firepower, he brings consistency, elite shot making, experience that no one on this roster has had other than Fred VanVleet. Acquiring Kevin Durant, the Rockets traded potential production uncertainty for reliability and volatility for championship pedigree. They still have their young core. You still have Şengün, Jabari Smith Jr., Amen Thompson, Torrey Easton, Reed Shepherd, and now they have a proven leader to anchor them. This wasn't just about winning now. It's about really just building a better culture for this Rockets team. And yes, I understand Kevin Durant, he's not necessarily a guy who you would consider like a leader of a locker room for a franchise, but he can still really help influence and help build up these young players in this Houston Rockets team. Really just got to look at the facts for what they are. When Kevin Durant was on the Brooklyn Nets, they had that big three. We all know when they were together, Harden and Kyrie and himself, they were amongst the best teams in the NBA. But the problem was health. And, they didn't have all the pieces surrounding them to win. And the same thing happened basically when he went to the Phoenix Suns. Basically, you got in a terrible owner who was really aggressive and wanted to really win now and made some really dumb trades and acquired players that really weren't going to help them win now. But now Kevin Durant is going back into a situation now with the Houston Rockets where, yes, he will probably be asked to be one of the leaders of this team, but most importantly, he's going into a team with an established, great head coach. He's going into an organization that is really stable. And he's really going into a situation where the roster and the fit is so much better because the thing is they have still an amazing defense. You also re-signed Steven Adams, who was one of his former teammates while he was on the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think when you add on all those factors, still having Fred VanVleet, still having your young players, this Rockets team is going to be a really, really good team to watch next season. But one of the main narratives that are still going to be placed on this team is, are they ready? Is Şengün really ready to take that next step? Is Amen Thompson really going to transform his game and increase his three-point production? Are they going to be ready to win now? Because the reality is that when you're getting a guy like Kevin Durant, who is 36 years old, the key thing is, are they ready to win now? Because this is it for Kevin Durant. This for him can be a legacy-defining moment and possibly helping this Houston Rockets team make it to the NBA Finals, or is going to lead to another disappointment. Regardless, I think for Kevin Durant, he's going into a fantastic situation with an established head coach, a great roster still around him, and you have really, really good mix of great offensive players and elite defensive players on this team. So we shall see how this goes, man. I think this is going to be a really fun team to watch next season. And I think they're really going to be amongst one of the favorite teams to possibly come out of the Western Conference next season. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more basketball content each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.